Okay, this clip I'm going to deal with the process, with the learning process that a boxer has to pass, has to learn until the point that he can spar in very basic level. Many people are talking about sparring, about boxing, but actually they don't understand what they have to learn or what the stuff that they have that must be learned until the point that they can understand the meaning of sparring. Okay, so in the very beginning, the boxer, of course, has to learn the fundamentals. The boxer has to learn how to stand, how to execute very basic punches. The boxer has to learn the very basic defense. When he learns the basic punches, the basic defense, he can start to do flow drills, very basic flow drills about defense and offense, about counter punching, and then slowly we can graduate until the point that he start to understand to conversate by his fists. I'm not talking about fighting, I'm talking about sparring in the very basic level. Okay, so at the beginning I will ask my son to come to help me. Okay. Okay. At the beginning, the very basic. Before boxer start something, he has to learn the fundamentals. The fundamental is at the beginning. The most important is stance. He has to have solid stance. He has to be very economic in his stance, and he has to start to work his defense. At the beginning, we have to teach him to defend against very basic punches. I will ask him, okay, Tony, stand here please. You will punch the jab first. Okay, this is the very basic defenses against the jab. Then I will ask him, fire right hand. And more. So then I will ask him to fire hooks, left hooks. Again, he has to learn to defend against these punches. The same uppercuts, right uppercut. Okay, left uppercut. When he understands all these basic defenses against very basic punches, the drill that must be practiced is to start with a partner to work defense against, at the beginning, only one punch. You take him, I'm telling him, okay, now I have to stand, I don't move nowhere, and he has to fire only jab to the head, jab to the body, and I have to defend. Okay, if the student is comfortable with this, then he can start to do it by a little moving. He's firing. His job is to fire jabs. My job is to use some footwork and to move and to only do defenses. When I'm comfortable with this, now we can start add punches. At the beginning I'm telling him, okay, you have to fire straight left, straight right. I have just to stand, to open my eyes, and to watch the punches coming, and I have to defend. No footwork, nothing, just when he is comfortable with this, we can add punches. We can do it by moving, okay? He has to fire only straight punches, slowly, don't rush it. I have to do defenses. Okay, when you are comfortable with this, we can add slowly. I can stand like this, and now without moving, I'm working the boxer defense. Now I want to see that he can deal with all punches at the beginning, very slow. The partner has to throw any kind of punches at the beginning, one by one, then go slowly by 2 punches, 3 punches, and flowing punches, like combinations, okay? But do it slowly at the beginning. I want to see the boxer that is looking. He's opening his eyes. Now we start to throw combinations. At the beginning you will do it slowly. I want to see that the boxer is establishing eye contact. Now, when he's comfortable with this, we can do it with a little footwork. He will move and attack, I will move and defend. Slowly. We have to be comfortable with this, because the most important thing before you start to spar is that you have the ability to not get loose about your eye contact. You must stay focused. You must to maintain your stance. You must remain very economic and learn to breathe. Don't hit hard. It's just the worst thing to do is to hit hard, because when you hit hard, the stress is going up. The stress is going up. The learning is decreasing. So do it slowly. You feel more comfortable. You can increase the speed. Okay, you can increase the speed. Like he is fighting. He is firing now. I'm with more speed, and I just want to defend. If he hits me, the prize is nothing. He's not going to drop me. So I learn to deal without pressure at the beginning. Okay, now work with speed. Now, after we deal with this, now we have to learn how to counter, how to defend, then to counter. How we are doing this? At the beginning, we will start with a very simple punch, is the jab. When you fire the jab, catch and counter. Now, the first one is one counter, okay? This is flow drill. Now we can add 2 punches, 3 punches, like a flow drill. If I fire the jab, I will fire 1, 2, 3. Etc. etc. When we did this, now we can increase the level of the drill. If I fire the jab, I catch it, I counter with 1, he counter 1, 2, okay? Now we can do it more and more and more complicated. Like I fire the jab, he catch, he fire 1, 2, 3. I fire 3, 2, 3. Okay, again. Jab 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. This is a flow drill. When you do it 1,000 times, okay? Again and again and again, you start to get used, you start to open your eyes, to learn to counter the counters, you learn to defend and counter. And of course, you learn to attack. This must be done for 1,000 times. When the boxer is improving, okay, now we can start to isolate sparring. What is to isolate? Okay, let's say that now, of course, you must have mouthpiece. I didn't put it because I have to talk, okay? And the headgear, okay? But now we are just demonstrating. Headgear is important to avoid head collisions, to avoid cuts, not to reduce power of punches. Power of punches, you must reduce it. The headgear is against cuts, that's it. Against any type of damage to the ears, okay? This is the objective, the main objective of headgear. Now we will not put it, we are demonstrating. Okay, so the first isolating drill is just to do, for example, only jab sparring, very easy. We are both using our jab. Now we will do it like a type of sparring. That's the only thing that is permitted is the jab. Jab to the head, jab to the body. Slowly, we'll do it slowly. This is the very basic sparring drill. You learn to use your jab. But more than this, you learn not to stay on the center line. You learn to stay. We talked at the beginning about fundamentals. You learn to take your line of defense, to put it by your right. If you're southpaw, to your left. You don't want to attack through the center line, because most of the beginners, when they are doing jab sparring, that's what happened, because both of them are attacking and the center line is the same. You have to learn at the beginning to stay out of the line of attack, to use your jab not through the center line, or like this, or like this, or to slip then punch, slip then punch, simultaneously. When you learn this can be learned only through this very basic jab sparring. Don't go with hard punches. This is complete insane. You have to learn to conversate, not to scream, not to smash your partner. Your partner is not your rival. He will train you, you will train him, your both will grow up. After the next level, we start very slowly with let's say, only straight punches. We are both going very, very slow. You don't need, we want to isolate only the 2 punches, no speed, no power. We want to see that he's opening, the boxer is opening his eyes, he's defending, and he can hit straight punches at a sparring drill. Okay, let's start it slowly. Now, when you see that the boxer can manage with this, you can increase the speed, you can increase the intensity. He must practice these drills, sparring drills, for hundreds of rounds. Then you want to take him to the next level. The next level will be slow sparring. Slow sparring, you use both arms, any kind of technique, any kind of counter, but you are doing it slow. You are not running, you are not rushing, you keep the pace very, very slow. I want to isolate only the technique. I don't want to conquer him because I'm faster, because I hit harder. I don't want to hit on his, to break through his defenses. I want to look for openings and to do it very slow. We will do complete sparring, but it just will be slow. If this is fast, go slower. If you will try this, you will understand that to work slow, it's harder than to work fast, because you can't win by quickness or by hand speed. You must win. It's not to win, it's to improve by your technique, your skills, your eye contact, your observation. This is the most important. If the boxers can manage with this kind of drills, now you want to go for higher intensity and higher speed, okay, you will go for body sparring. Body sparring is not to stand, is not to do this. This is not body sparring. This is complete different. Body sparring, I isolate only the body area. I take the head out of the equation, and I use the body, only the body. I hit the body. I don't drop the guard here. I'm standing like a boxer, but I'm using only the body to spar. Okay, it's the same. This is body sparring. You can increase the intensity, you can increase the power. It's the body, but do it slowly. If you manage with this, you see that the boxer has good skills, we can increase to the next level. Okay, the next level is full sparring. As I mentioned before, full sparring shouldn't be a traumatic experience. Full sparring should be educative experience, should be a learning experience. We don't want to fight, we want to spar, we want to increase each other's level. We don't want, I want to play with the rhythm, to play with the speed, to play with the timing. I want to improve accuracy, I want to improve sharpness, and accuracy, sharpness, and timing. This is the purpose of sparring. I don't want to fight, okay? 100 sparring rounds should be light, should be accurate, should be fluid. One sparring round, when the level is high, can be, and the conditioning is high, can be competitive sparring. I'm dealing now only with educational sparring, with technical sparring, with light sparring, and I will show. First, I will take my son, we will spar. At the beginning, I will be the one that attacking, he will be the one that counter. Second, he will be the one that attacking, I will play the role of the one that is countering. Next, I will go to counter his counters. Then, at the end, we will work only very easy in fight. Okay, so we will start it. As you see, headgear, gloves, hand wraps. I didn't put it because I have to talk, and mouthpiece. Very important. Now I will be the attacker. I will be the attacker. He will counter me. אני ראשון, אתה נותן ראשון פה. כן, אתה הכל פה. קום ביום. Now I will be the countering. I will counter his attacks. Now I will counter his counters. In fight. Okay. Now, this is how sparring should be practiced, okay? At the beginner's levels, you don't need to fight. You don't need to go for ego. You need to learn. You need to train each other. You have to work, to throw punches, to do defense, to counter his counters. If you will help him, you will grow. You will grow, he will help you, both of you will grow up. Thank you very much. If you like it, don't forget subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, to comment and like. Thank you very much.